I have earmarked at least 20 to 30 lots that I want to bid on and see if I can grab a bargain. If you've never been to an auction house, it's definitely something you should put on your bucket list. I'm going to walk straight in and I'm going to show you around the auction house, but show you the things that I'm going to be bidding on. Right, we are in the auction house right now and it's absolutely howling down outside. But this is where we are. I've got about 20 to 30 lots that I want to take a look at. There's about 1,000 lots here today and it's very busy. So I'm going to try and film around people and pick out the bits that I'm looking to bid on, and I'll give you the price that I'm prepared to pay for each individual lot. So Warren & Wignalls has a website that you can really easily register on, and it gives you the facility to watch certain items, and when you log back in, you're able to see all the items that you're watching. So this is what I normally do when I find items that I want to bid on. I'll earmark them as a watch just there. You can just see there where it says watching, and then I'll come to the auction house and then I'll go and take a look at each individual lot. Because what you really want to do is take a closer inspection on the items that you want to bid on. So the first lot I want to find is lot 40, and that's 2 boxes of cameras. Got some Furbies there. I tell you what, during COVID they were selling for between £20 and £30 a Furby. Now funnily enough, those Furbies weren't on my list, but that's one of the benefits to coming down and taking a look at the items that you want to bid on, because you're always going to find something that you didn't see when you were looking through the listings. This is the first lot I want to take a look at. It's actually lot number 40, and this is a box full of cameras. Digital cameras are something that sell really well on eBay, and when I'm looking at these, I'm just looking to see the condition of them, what kind of batteries they take, and if there's any corrosion in the actual cameras themselves. But this, how many's in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 in this little box. Nice little cool picks. These are always worth a few quid. And typically what I'll do is just do a search on the model number of the camera as well, just to see if there's any value in it. It's nice little cool picks. Other little cool picks there. No battery in that other one though, that's the only problem, so it's going to be difficult to test it. Other cool picks there. Ooh, nice little Samsung HD camcorder, which is nice. 4 megapixel one. What batteries does that take? I like the AA battery ones. Because you don't need a specific battery for them, nor do you need like a specific charger for them either. That's alright. I reckon the Coolpix 10 million pixel one's probably going to be the best buy there. The rest of them, I think that's a 35mm one actually, that's not digital. Then there's one more box to go through as well. So this is the one that I think's probably got the most value, which is selling for about 64 quid, 24, 50 quid, 48. That one actually doesn't have a battery with it, so you'd need to buy that with it, but still probably a 40 or 50 quid camera, I would say. And what else have we got? And then these are the rest of the ones in there. That's probably a 20 quid camera. Rest of them not really worth much, to be honest with you. So I don't know. There might be about maybe 40 quid's worth of value in there. And then looking through the second box, there's nothing of real value there. That old Minolta isn't worth anything. This isn't worth anything. That might be all right. Little Panasonic Lumix there. And then there's another beautiful Panasonic Lumix here as well, which I reckon GPS TZ30. I reckon that's worth a few quid, that, to be honest with you. So there's that box, and then there's that box. So really, what I'm going to be looking for here is, I know one box is worth about, maybe, to me, maybe worth about 20 to 30 quid. But I think these Panasonic DMCs are worth a few quid. So I'll just do a quick search for both these Panasonic. So this is a Panasonic DMC TZ30Z30. I just want to see how much these sell for. Similar, they're listed for between 70 and 80 on terms of sold, which I'll pop up on the screen. So selling 40 quid, 30 quid per parts only, 30 quid, 60 quid working, 70 quid working. So parts only 30. Has it got a battery in it? No battery in that, so it's parts only. And then there's a nice little Kodak 35mm, maybe worth a fiver. So, and then you've got this Lumix here, and this is a Panasonic. This is a DMC F7. So let's do a quick search for that. DMC FS7, parts only, 10 quid. 32, 50, 50, 54, parts only, 15 quid, parts only. And I bet that hasn't got a battery in it either. None of these have got batteries in, so we don't really know if they're working or not. Oh, there it is. No memory cards, no batteries, and the condition of this is not great. To be honest with you, a lot of the first set of lots I'm looking at are here. And there's a nice little casserole dish there. So looking at that first lot, I'd want to put a price on both box and a price on everything together that I'd want to pay. I think in a nutshell, I mean, you've got that first box, maybe the camera's worth 20, then the second box, maybe 15 quid each on the other two cameras. So I reckon you're looking at between 40 and 50 quid bid, but I still think that's a little bit generous, because you've got to remember that you're going to have fees of around about 28% to add on to the final fee when you're bidding online. So £100 becomes 128 quid. So 50 quid will be £64. So yeah, I'm going to be really putting a limit on myself of about 30 quid for that box, I reckon. One of the lots I'm going to look at is this Le Creuset set here. I had a really good win recently on eBay of one of those. Got it for 35 quid and sold it for 120. Let's just take a look at it. Little one. That might be worth 20 or 30. At least a full set of them there. And there's that box there. Beautiful little box one there. So we need to put a price on these, but I know that's probably worth 30 quid, 60 quid, maybe 90 quid. But these are something that you should look out for at the car boots. So I've got my notepad out. So what I tend to do is make a note of the lot number and make a note of exactly how much I want to spend on those two items. So we had, I think, lot 40. I'm kind of putting maybe 30 quid on, and then lot 42, which is Le Creuset set, 42. I don't know, between 30 and 40. Now I know the condition, I can do a little bit more research. So that's one of the reasons why I'll come down, is just to check the condition of the items, to do a bit more research later, so I can put a more definite figure on how much I'm going to want to bid on the item. And on the odd occasion I'll take a picture of the item as well, just to check it out a bit more. There's this one here, it's core blind. Oh, it's massive. Oh, it's full of game controllers. Right, we'll put it down there. I don't know how much of that you can see, but let me grab you and we'll have a look at this. There we go. So this is one of the other lots I wanted to take a look at. Little GameCube controller, a generic one. Oh, two GameCube controllers, that's alright. PS1 controller, PS2 controller, Xbox controller. Oh, it's jam-packed, isn't it? Generic one. Jesus, what else? Right, I need to have a proper look through the goodies in this. But this is a nice little lot. Xbox, PS1, GameCube. Mad Cats. And then there's a little console at the bottom of this. Binatone console. Speaker. Hello, hello, hello. Dusty cartridge. Okay. And a few other bits. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 usable controllers maybe. What would you put a price on? How would you price? What would you put a price on for 2 GameCube controllers, PS1 controller and a couple of PS2 controllers, oh, and 2 OG Xbox controllers, 6 controllers, £5 a piece? Probably want to be bidding about 20 quid on this, I'd say. Which is funny because the estimate on this is actually 15 to 30 quid. So I'm not far off, am I? Right, we are looking for 81. There's some cool stuff here. Look at all this separate stuff. Oh yeah, JVC, TIAC. Look at that new mark. Look at that bad boy. This is the joys about actually coming down and having a rummage. Look at them bad boys. Colour Vision Canon 3. That one's had a bit of a repair. So this is the stuff you spot when you come down that you just miss when you're looking at the catalogue. They Rockports. They old Rockports. Yeah, I was right. Bloody hell. Look at them, you see. God, do you remember how much they used to be? Them, I used to buy them. 150 quid when I was a kid buying them. What's in this? Jesus. Some decent shoes in it. There's the other one. Always make sure there's a pair. Might be worth checking them out. They sell for good money, Rockports, don't they? Basher. Nice little walking boots there as well. See, again, this is what you've got to do. When you come down, you start seeing stuff that you don't normally look at. I've just done a quick search for them Rockports, and the original Rockports, and I put the model number in, are selling for up to 500 quid. Well, they're being listed for up to 500 quid. I don't know if that's just some sellers taking the piss a little bit, but it's definitely something that needs to go on my list. And turns out they're Timberlands. This is all one lot. Look at all these little boxes. All little jewellery boxes collected. There you go, that's another little Crucier set I've just found. Not even on my radar, that. You see? The Crucier set. I don't know if they're matching. They look like they're odd tops, them, to be honest. Oh, it is, yeah. The Crucier set. Bloody hell. That one isn't, no, I don't think. But I bet this one is. What's this? Is that the Crucier as well? Yeah, Jesus. See? Another reason to come down. Always remembering to make sure that you're right what your total bid is. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, love. So I'm not too sure on them, but I'm going to have to do a bit more research on them. But I'll put 30 to 40. I think that's what it says, the estimate is anyway. And I need to sort them Timberland boots out as well. Now the thing is with them Timberland boots is, well, Timberland and the Rockport boots. The Rockport boots are listing online for about 500 quid. Then there was 2 sets of Timberland boots in the box below. And that's one of the things that's really important for you to come down to check, because I couldn't see what was in on the pictures. I couldn't see what was in the box below. I think the listing said Rockport and Timberland boots, but I couldn't check the ones below. And the ones below, one of those are selling, I think, brand new for 155 quid. So I'd expect them to sell second hand for about 30 or 40. And the boots are actually, the style's quite in at the moment. It's really easy to get overwhelmed in here. It's really tight. There's lots of people here. And I'm trying to do research at the same time. I'm writing down a lot to want to bid on, and I'm trying to work out how much they're worth. So there's a lot to think about, really. And of course, I'm filming a video, so that doesn't help. You're not going to guess, but you want to see what I've literally just found whilst I was writing all that out. Watch this now. Look at this. Right? But watch this now. Bloody digital cameras in there. So if they've took the picture for the lot like this, you would never know unless you came. There's bloody digital cameras in here. I mean, they're a little bit beat up, but we need to see what else is in here. These 2 cameras that were in that lot, in that bag kind of hidden, both cyber shots, they're both a bit beat up. Another reason to come and check the back screen on that. Can you see that? LCD screens bust and that Colsey's. Actually, that was listing for about an 80 quid camera, so the other one's probably maybe going to be a bit similar, but I think I might give that a miss unless it goes dead cheap. Maybe I'll put a price on it of about, I don't know, 10 or 15 quid and just take a bit of a punt. It's lot 102, maybe 15 quid, but if I'm being honest, it's more hassle than it's worth. The rest of the cameras, and there's a few lenses in there that might be off decent, but a lot of it looks like it's a bit of a mixed bag lot, really. So another reason to come and check. You just don't know. Looks decent on pictures, but I think in reality, I'm not 100% keen on that one. So looking up, as you can see, it's absolutely massive. And this is what it's like to walk down the aisles. It's just absolutely rammed full of stuff. We're looking for lot 81. Looks like that one is 94, but 81, there's 85, 84, there's a dog, this 81, 81, is this it? That's lot 81. It's basically 3 shelves full of stuff, and sometimes you can find some absolute gems in these. I found a 500 quid camera in one of these once, so sometimes it's worth having a look to see what's in there. And to be honest with you, there's nothing special in here. Yeah, we'll give that a swerve. Sometimes you can find some gems in them, but not today. You can see how much stuff they've got. You probably need 2 or 3 days to go through all this stuff, but I do love Warren Wignall's auctions. Look at these Mexican hats. They are amazing. Look at them. Absolutely awesome. Oh, this is a nice little one. Actually, this is probably on my list. What's that? 288. This will be a camera bag. What cameras are in this? No, there's nothing. Maybe this one. What camera is that? Oh, it's a nice little Minolta 5000. Could do worth, probably worth checking that out. Bloody hell, what's that? Oh my god. Scottish fella. Oh Jesus, his head comes off. Wow, look at all those. Bloody hell, they're worth a few quid, aren't they? These are house clearances, and people are just basically just auctioning off people's collections. It's a nice little speaker set there, isn't it? Oh, these are cool. Wow, check these out. Bloody hell. No, they are cool. Big track transporter. Oh my god, they're awesome. What's that? 216. I wonder how much they've got the estimate on them. No, that's definitely something worth looking at. We'll check them out. Wow, who remembers these? Actually, I don't remember that one. That's a Ford Ranger. Power winch. How cool's that? Has that got everything in it? Holly's alright. Oh yeah. Oh my god. How good's that? That is awesome. Alright, I'm not going to take it out. We'll leave it there. Put it back because it's in nice condition. That. Get that other one out. Let's put the box back on that. Oh yeah, look at that bad boy. Oh, I'm loving that. MB. Wow. That is absolutely awesome. Oh, no, it's not coming out very well. Oh, is that just the back bit? Oh, it's the back bit. Oh, I'm going to leave that as it is. Not too sure. Not too sure. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm not going to pull it out. Don't want to destroy it. Oh, so it's the back bit for the truck, for the big track transporter. Oh, I see. It goes on the back of that. What's the estimate on that? Let me check out. I'll put it up on the screen here. What is it? It's number 216. Big track. Let's check that out. Oh, there it is. Lot 216. Stick it up here. 2 remote vehicles, MB Electronics, estimate 20 to 30. I actually don't know what they go for. I'll watch that lot. Definitely worth just checking them out. 216. I don't know. 20 to 30 on the estimate, but maybe worth just checking them out on eBay and seeing what they go for. You know, and I'll just put my maximum top price that I'm prepared to pay for it. But very cool. All sorts of cool stuff in here. Look at that. I mean, you really could spend bloody hours in here. Is that another camcorder? Sanyo. Bloody harness in there. Look at this. Load of Wedgwood stuff. Concorde. Bloody Concorde playing there. What's that? Is that Emu? I think I've just found bloody Emu. I've just found Emu. Hello, mate. I tell you what, if that's an original one, I bet that's worth a few quid. That Concorde thing's cool though, isn't it? What else in there? Holy shit, look at that. Bloody hell. I've actually got one of them in my collection, but it's a bloody old 19... Is that 80s or 90s? But it's a bloody portable TV before we had iPhones. It's not built. I wonder if that's worth anything. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll pop that up here. I'll do some research and I'll stick it up here and we'll see if that's worth anything. But I'm going to check that out. Is that... Oh, no. Has it got a tag on it? It does look like Emu enough. The original ones of them's worth a few quid. Is that Spit the dog? That looks bloody minging. And it might be worth just checking that out. 240. I've add that to my list. Yeah, but that's old. Corgi. Bloody hell. Is that for a... Loving that. That's handy. Loving these pins. What have we got in here? That's structure. Midland one. I remember collecting these as a kid. You'd go to the local market and get your bloody badges. Nice job, a lot of bloody watches in here. Maybe there's an oldie Fools and Horses moment. Bloody hell, there's some crackers in here. Bloody hell. This is lot 82, and again, it's another one of those big household clearances where they've just kind of dumped everything under one listing. But you see some of the stuff in here. See, someone's already had a rummage through. Jesus, I thought that was a bloody Game Boy or something then. Yeah, look, camera, what's in there? Ag for photo. Let me just show you what we've got here. But it is worth going through these household ones, just spending 5 minutes, because there's things like this. Fujifilm 5 pix, box camera. Actually, it's not boxed, but it looks like, oh, I think that's that Agfa one. So it looks like someone's already had a route through this and found the cameras, but you can, I mean, look at that, new bag. But these big household lots, I mean, I wouldn't want to take all this home, but you can find some gems in them if you're prepared to root. But you have got to have a bit of a treasure hunt, that's for sure. Another nice little camera lot. What have we got in here? Canon. Nice little Canon bag. Some binoculars. Binoculars. Praktika, 35mm. What else is in here? Ooh, Jesus, they're worth a few quid now. Olympus. What's that one? Quick Flash. AFL Quick Flash 35mm. Batteries that they take, you gotta be, oh yeah, it's a screw battery on the bottom. It's one of those screw battery ones where, well, I say screw battery, it's got the battery cap or top on the bottom. You've got to unscrew it out, so you're gonna unscrew it off. So it's gonna take one of those big, thick, fat batteries, and I'm not interested. They're expensive to buy. A nightmare. Oh shit! Look at that. Sony Walkman. Do you know how much Sony Walkmans go for now? I do need to check that out. I'll keep that out. The rest of it's just kind of really antiquacky, old-fashioned camera stuff. But bloody hell, do you know? I think this looks a little bit more modern. It's the solid metal ones that are worth a megabucks. Check the battery container out. This is a Walkman FM. It's an AVL5. I'll put up here the AVL5. We'll see how much that is. I'll just check it out now. Let's have a look. I do the speech search. Sony Walkman AVL5. No, I don't think it's a valuable one. There's a smashing little sheepskin flyer's jacket here. The flying jacket. Isn't that awesome? Isn't it great?
Yeah.
It's massive, isn't it? Genuine woolly flying jacket. It's the mic there. Let's check out this bad boy. Oh yeah. That's how to roll. This is how I should be rolling at the car boots. Look at that. If there's anything that makes me look like Delboy, this will be it, I reckon. Look at that bad boy. It's great. Loving it. What's the reserve on that? 30 to 40 quid. Is that what they go for, them? Don't smell too bad either.
What's that?
Oh, God, I bet that's warm, that. Jesus. The footy. Are these linked together? I don't know anything about football jackets. Team Manchester City. Is that an old one or a new one? I've got no idea. And then this one. Looks like a kid's one, though. 2011 and 12. Freddie. Who's that? Got no idea. I've just stumbled across this. Check this out. Panasonic stereo cassettes, boxed. Do you know how much some of these go for? Holy shit. Oh. Have you seen how much some of these go for? An SX10. There is one boxed. There's one. Two. Black one. Nothing in that one. Silver one. Right, I've got to check these out, but let me just see how many there is first. Oh, there's loads. Jesus. Mobile phone. There's another one. Jesus Christ, what else is in here? Oh, Sanyo. They're worth 10 to 15 quid, even in that condition. Sanyo, we're looking for the Sony ones. Sanyo. And there's a card shuffler in there that won't bother showing you. I've got to check this out. I can't believe 4 boxed SX20. Right, I'll drop up here the SX20, but let's just check that out. Ah, no. Holy moly. That can't be right. Right, so the SX20 are selling for 50 quid, working parts only 25, working 60, parts only 45. And these are boxed. This must be old stock. Oh, what's this? There's a label on this. Hey, there's a label on this. There's a label there. It says customer A Breeze, retail price $59.99. Faulty exchange stock. Oh, it's all returns. Date of exchange 25th of the 10th, 98. Wow. So it's all faulty. Faulty. Yeah, it's all been used. One of them looked decent condition though. Maybe it's all return stock, but looks like they still sell for 25 quid parts. So this is lot 166. So we'll add that to the list and we'll check that out. 166. How much would you want to be paying for this? Lot 166. Gee whiz. I don't know. I might take a punt for between 20 and 30 quid. There's nothing else in the box of value. There's a little... There's that, and there was the cassette player, wasn't there, and a few other bits, maybe 5 or 10 quid a piece. But the money's in them boxed. In fact, to be honest with you, you could probably sell the boxes on their own. Anybody that collects these, because there's a massive collector community for cassette players. So you bet you could sell the boxes. Anyway, we'll add that to the list. The only other random thing I wanted to have a look at was this. I just thought it was quite cool. Just a mixed bag of Legacy of Wolfman. Oh yeah, look at that. Monster Legacy DVD collection. Oh, what's this one? Clockwork Orange underneath this. What's that? Look at that. Special edition DVD box set Clockwork Orange. Now that is cool. And what's this? Is this like some sort of reproduction? Marvel Comics limited edition comic and stamp set. And then there's a few other little, don't know if they're collectibles or not. Seems to be a bit of a random lot, but definitely want to check that out. And definitely want to check out the Clockwork Orange DVD. And this from Universal Studios. Well, it was 27 quid. It'll be interesting to see what these go for. Another lot on my list, which we looked at these earlier. I didn't realise it was on my list. This isn't much, but check what I found out in here. Look at this. Bloody PSP. I mean, that's worth 40 quid. Is there a card in it? Yeah, card in it as well. Does that have batteries? That looks interesting. World band receiver. I check that out. Sangean ATS 803A. And then, Jesus, there's a big box of camera shit there as well. These world band receivers are very good as well. Check that out. Steeple tone world band receiver alongside that. So that goes for about 40. That's brand new. 40. And then you've got the PSP and whatever else is in there. Oops. So, and then this comes with all that. Comes with all this, which is nothing there. And then all this. God knows what's in these. Holy shit. What is that bad boy? That's the real deal. Christ almighty, that's like a professional one. A Panasonic M50. Holy shit. Look at that. Whoops. Look at that. Right. Panasonic M50. I'll check the price out and I'll drop it up here. But there's 1, 2, 3, and behind the camera there's 3 more. Gonna have to have a bid on this one for sure. Gee whiz, I mean, just in those radio bands and the PSP, there's 120 quid there. And then the box next to it is full of camera stuff as well. I don't know if that's part of the same lot. If it is, this is gonna go for a few hundred quid easily. If anyone's been through this properly, it won't be going cheap, this. And another little tip, these Roberts ones go for at least 40 quid on their own. Now, I was right. It's the lot. It's them 3. It's all that. It's the Panasonic M's there, and all this full of electronics and bloody cameras. And there's all sorts, tablets and all sorts in here. It is ridiculous. Right, well that last lot is absolutely bonkers. There is so much electronic stuff in there. But I found a little note in one of those camcorder cases, and it says, works okay, but no charger or battery, which suggests to me, I think a lot of that stuff doesn't work. But if it still sells for good money under parts only, then it's probably still worth a punt. The Zippos, yeah, 672, and then 674 were some the Graphon his and her pens. Oh yeah, they're here as well. And then there were some Parker ones, 687, the 12 karat gold Parker pens. These all just... These all Zippos. Oh, are they all Zippos?
I think they're a bit of a mix. I can't remember.
What's that brand? Clamp. 2 Zippos. 2 Zippos. Oh, a nice little... Oh, that's a nice one, isn't it? Bradford Home. Zippo. Black. Camel ones, are these? Oh yeah, they're nice.
Okay.
Clamp. Oh, does he fancy that wool one?
First one he's trying on.
So I've got to get these in shop. Jesus. Graphon Faber. 210 to 250 quid estimate on pens.
It must. Yeah, I think maybe the vendor might have asked for a
reserve.
Possibly it might be a reserve.
Graphon Faber Castell, his and hers. Gotta check them out.
I'll have a look at them.
You can have a look. Let's check them out. Graphon Faber. I mean, if he's asking that much, surely they're worth a few quid, eh? As soon as you go onto the website, when they say exclusive writing instruments and describe a pen as an instrument, you know it's going to be expensive, don't you?
That'd be a couple of hundred quid, yeah.
Yeah. There's one there for 700. Yeah. Classic. Yeah, they're 300, 400, 200 quid pens, aren't they? That's what a 100 quid pen looks like, and 200 quid as a pair, or maybe more. Wow. So normally I'll just have a quick scan round when all done, a little bit like a car booty. You know, just in case I've not seen anything on the catalogue. So I'm just having a scan, but sometimes with this household type auction type houses, you've really got to get stuck into the boxes. Especially if they've just taken a picture of just the top of the box, because the hidden treasures are normally at the bottom. There's a whistle there. Little hidden treasures like that. That whistle's probably worth 50 quid. I've just put it back, and the box will sell for like 10 because no one's seen the whistle. But this is just what you've got to do. There's so much stuff. It's a little bit intimidating, to be honest with you, because you don't really know where to start, which is why I always recommend looking at the catalogue online and just making a list of the things that you want to take a look at. But that is the benefit to Warren O'Mignol's, is that you can favourite items and then just log back in on your phone and then grab up all the things that you've favourited, just to make it a bit easier, because otherwise it's just way too overwhelming, really. There's my mate. Hello, mate. Hey up, cowboy. Well, blooming heck, it's nearly dark. I spent nearly 3 hours in there, but there was like 1,000 lots. So to get through 1,000 lots, and I only picked about 20 or 30, is incredibly time consuming. And of course, I'm filming this for you to learn and to see what's actually going on in auction houses. But Warren and Wignall's is most certainly one of my favourites in the Northwest. They do a lot of household goods, and I've had some absolutely amazing bargains here as well. So I want to thank Warren and Wignall's for allowing me to come in and film. It's very generous of them. Make sure you check them out. I will drop their website here so you can go and check them out. Go and get yourself an account and go and log in and take a look at the upcoming auctions and favourite the things that you like. So because the auction's tomorrow, this video is going to come out after the auction's happened. So what I'm going to do is I'll do a part 2 if I've won anything, and I'll go through everything I've won and see if we can get a value compared to what I've paid versus how much value I believe is in the lot that I've won. And make sure you follow me on TikTok. I will be doing a live on this auction, but this video, like I say, is going to drop after it. So if you want to see any future auctions or you want to see me live at Car Boots, then make sure you drop my TikTok a follow, which is just up here. Subscribe if you want to see more auction, car boot and charity shop action. I will see you on the next video.